Good evening, everyone. My name's Shelley Johns. I'm from Gympie. I'm a wellness coach, and I'd like to welcome you all on this call tonight, and thank you for listening in. And we're actually going to go over our fantastic business opportunity in being a wellness coach with Herbalife Nutrition. So what we do is we promote a healthy, active lifestyle in our communities, and we base it on 80% nutrition, because you certainly can't out-train a bad diet. 20% exercise. We definitely want you to be more active and move your body, and 100% mindset, of course, because that's such an important thing, working on yourself, and food for the mind. So that's our formula for success. Okay, so these are some statistics of what's going on in our country, and I actually looked up a lot, and there were so many on things like diabetes and arthritis, lots of different health issues, and they're all quite alarming, really. So here's just some that are happening right now in Australia, that 1 in 4 children are actually overweight. So that's 25% of the population of children in Australia. I remember when I went to school that there might have been one overweight child in this whole school, but now it's quite an epidemic. And also 63% of Australians are either overweight or obese, and guess what? That's not going down, it's going up. And by 2020, it's predicted that 66% of the population will be overweight or obese. And I don't know about you, I definitely don't want to be one of those statistics. So obviously we have a mission, and our mission is to change the nutritional habits of our region, our country, and the world. And we're going to do that through impact. And we want to impact people with their health, with their nutrition, with their mindset, to improve their lifestyles, and also to give people have the freedom to do what they want and when they want and where they want, in fact, which is great. So what do we actually do? We help people achieve their healthy, active lifestyle goals via personalised nutrition programs with the Herbalife Nutrition. We do coaching and follow-up. We've got an amazing support system that we have for our clients. We have a lot of online support and resources that they can access every single day. We do wellness evaluations, which really pinpoints where people need help. We do different 4 to 8 week challenges or longer, which are lots of fun, with prizes and accountability and things like that too. We have fit clubs so that people can get more active and become part of that community. And we have lots of fun recipe making sessions, and actually lots of other things as well that people can plug into to give them that support and that feeling of a community as well. So this is just to show you what we do as well with personal wellness coaching, obviously weight loss challenges, fit clubs, recipe making sessions where we make lots of yummy things, and obviously the opportunity to work from home as well. So Herbalife is a leader in the wellness industry, and the wellness industry is predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry. And of course, when you go out there talking to people, there's a lot of opinions, especially when it comes to nutrition and weight loss, religion and politics. There's always an opinion. And you know what? People are entitled to their opinions, but guess what? We stick to the facts. And the facts are that Herbalife was founded in February 1980. It's had 38 years of amazing growth. We've been in Australia for 35 years. We're listed on the New York Stock Exchange. We're a member of the Direct Selling Association. In 2017 alone, we did over $7 billion turnover, and we're in 96 plus countries worldwide, which means we have to actually go through 96 governments to get the products into each country. So it's a very scrutinized product. And we have over 100 million consumers worldwide, which is fantastic. So we're also a company with a heart, and we love to give back. And the Herbalife Nutrition Foundation actually helps over 121,000 at-risk children every single day worldwide. And that's with nutrition, with education, housing, and medical as well. And we're very excited that we actually have 3 right here in Australia. We've got the Perth Children's Hospital, obviously in WA, the Lighthouse Foundations in Melbourne, Victoria, and we're so excited that we actually have our own local one in Queensland as well, on the Sunshine Coast, Sunshine Butterflies. So that's fantastic, and that's something you can all get involved in, and 100% of the money raised goes to those organisations. So obviously I don't put the products together, and we have actually some fantastic doctors, nutritionists and scientists, in fact over 300, that work on our nutritional advisory board every single day to make our products the leading edge and the best, and that deliver results. And there's quite a few, but I'll just go through one to note, which is Dr. Louis Ignarro. He actually won a Nobel laureate for his research in heart health. And instead of having it go to a pharmaceutical company and just put on the shelf, he actually wanted to work in conjunction with Herbalife so that he could impact more people and get it out there to the masses to make a difference, which is really, really exciting. So this is some of the resources that we have at our fingertips. This fantastic website, discovergoodnutrition.com, gives you daily tips and resources from the experts. We've got fitness with Samantha Clayton. She does a lot of workout videos and tips and things like that. Laura does our skincare, and Susan Bowerman, who's our dietitian, she actually does all our nutrition. So she does lots of fantastic recipes, nutritional information, shake recipes, and all sorts of things as well. So it's definitely worth having a look at that website. So we have had 38 years of strong growth. So just to show you that we are a leader in a growth industry. In February 1980 here, Mark Hughes, who actually is our founder, when he first started the company with his team, and remember they didn't start till February, but in their very first year they did over $2 million turnover, which I'd be happy with that today. And as you can see, over the years it's built and built to where last year we did over $7 billion, and we're very excited about what's going to be happening in the future. So what makes us different? What's our point of difference? Cellular nutrition. And I don't know if you've heard of this before, but cellular nutrition, in our small intestine, we have villi, and this is where the nutrition is absorbed to our cells. And they look like fingers. So if you all hold your fingers up, you'll see that this is basically healthy villi, and this is unhealthy villi. And through stress and pollution, diet, our villi become energetically impaired, which means they break off and they actually lose their ability to absorb nutrition properly. So even people trying to eat well will find it difficult to absorb the nutrients out of the food that they eat. So how does cellular nutrition work? Well, these tiny little finger-like structures along the wall of the intestine, they're like the gatekeepers, helping you absorb more nutrients, vitamins, minerals, while protecting you from toxins. So the healthier your villi, the more efficiently you can absorb the nourishment of your cells and what they need, and then the healthier you'll be. And the fantastic thing about it is all of Herbalife Nutrition's products are scientifically formulated to support that healthy villi. So it helps you to cleanse the villi, to absorb more nutrients, and also to regenerate healthy cells. So that's what makes us so different and why you hear the results that you hear. So this is just an example of some of the range that we have. So obviously here is our Ultimate program. This is the most popular program in Australia, and most of the programs fit inside this, plus we have lots of targeted nutrition products. We have our new gluten and lactose-free a product here, Formula One Select, which is fantastic for vegetarians. We have our H24 Sports and Fitness, and we have our skincare, which is designed to give and guaranteed to give results in 7 days, which is really exciting. There's lots of people on the call tonight that are using this. So who can use our products? So if you have a heart, if you have cells, you can use Herbalife Nutrition. It's for everybody. So you can see active mums, teenagers, sports people and athletes, people that have retired, people that want to go to the gym, families. It doesn't matter. It's for every single person. So I just thought I would share some of the results that are being achieved just here with this lovely group of people that I work with. So I wanted to bring up Rosemary, who's a lovely friend of mine, to come and share what's happening to her on Herbalife Nutrition.
Good evening, everybody. Rosemary Gerard's my name, and I'm from Brisbane. I was very fortunate to be shown the Herbalife products some 25 years ago now. Lost, 8 kilograms in that very short period of time as well. But what excited me more than anything, to be honest, is the fitness side of it and the healthy aging. So I'm very happy to tell you I am 71 years young, and I'm very conscious of the fact that to stay fit and healthy, I need to be active. So I do Pilates, which I did today. I do yoga tomorrow. I walk, I swim, I'll do 100 laps of my 9-meter pool in possibly around 33, 34 minutes. I'm even timing my walks so that, I just want to be as healthy as I possibly can for as long as I can. And I know that it's all due to the Herbalife products. I do take all of the products. I'm very, very religious about that, and I know that it's the products that have actually given me that, that feeling of energy, and I just know I feel fantastic every day. And skin, I use the skin range as well, and when you do tell people what age you are, they find it quite hard to believe that you're actually the age that you tell them. So I just love looking after those around me in my age bracket and those younger as well, to help them improve their health or aging, as they age. Yeah, that's
fantastic. It. Thank you, Rosemary. That's amazing. So I hope I look as good as you when I'm 71.
I'm sure you will.
So next we have Lydia. Would you like to come up and share what's happened to you on Herbalife Nutrition?
Hey Shelley, hello everybody. My name is Lydia Mayo. I'm tapping in all the way from Billawheeler in Queensland. So I got started on my Herbalife program over 8 years ago now. Why I got started on the program was I had a 2-year-old and a 5-month-old, and little old me was still getting around the house in maternity clothes, size 16, so not feeling very good about myself, lacking motivation and confidence in myself as well. My main problem was at the time, being that new mum to that second bub, I was really lacking energy, and I had some pretty poor eating habits as well. And being a breastfeeding mum at the time, I knew that this wasn't good for me, and it wasn't good for Holly as well. So thank God that flyer arrived in my letterbox. I got started on my nutritional program. Honest to God, I felt the energy shift within the first 4 days. I was sleeping so much better. But the best part was, I'd lost 2 kilos and 8 centimetres around my waist, and I had been flogging myself in a gym, at a home gym in 40-degree heat and getting absolutely nowhere. So I absolutely fell in love with the program the very first week. So naturally, I stayed on all of my products. I went on to lose a total of 10 kilos and over 40 centimetres of body fat. Absolutely felt amazing. And then hubby put it on me about a third child, and feeling very confident, knowing that I could use the products in my third pregnancy. And this is why Herbalife stands out from the rest, guys, is having that personal wellness coach by your side. So making that phone call to Sharon and getting her to help me tweak using my program through my pregnancy. So not using the products in weight loss mode, but just for good energy and vitality. And look, that is exactly what I got in that third pregnancy, and a very healthy baby at 8.5 pounds, Bodhi. I went on to use those products obviously for the last 7 years, and that's the highlight of my story, guys, is being able to tell you that I've been able to keep that weight off for the past 7 years. Just going back a little bit there, sorry, Shelley, after that birth, I think it was around week 6, when my milk had settled and I had found my feet, being a mum of 3, I went back into what we call weight loss mode, and I was able to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I dropped 9 kilos and 38 centimetres of body fat, and then kept the weight off for the last 7 years. So that's my story.
That's fantastic. Thank you. You look amazing. So, thank you so much for sharing, Lydia. Okay, next we have Lindy. Would you like to come up and share what's happened to you on Herbalife Nutrition?
Yeah, hi. I apologise for the before photo there, but I wasn't one for ever having my photos taken. But before Herbalife, I was tired, I was unhappy, I was the nanonat person in the afternoon, and cellulite was horrible, poor digestion, low self-esteem, and I just didn't want to go out. I did actually remember going out to the shops, and I got so large that I bent over once and then swept my pants, went back home, changed my pants, went back to the shopping centre and did it again. So I thought, okay, twice in one day, I think now I really need to do something and make a change. I still actually was a little bit silly and continued on eating and sleeping. And early last year, I had a mild heart event. So I thought, okay, now I really need to do something. So a neighbour introduced me to Herbalife, and I went on and started on the Ultimate program, which I still do to this day because I just love it. It makes me feel so good. I was energised after the first 3 days. No stomach or digestive issues after that. I just could. Then I had the comfortable feeling of being able to go out for a walk and not feel like everyone was looking at me, even though they probably weren't. But that's what I felt like. And started to reshape so that there's no saggy skin either. So that was a really nice benefit to it. Went from size 20 clothes down to size 12 to 14. And the best part is now that I've lost so much weight that I can then I do the washing, and then my daughter says to me, "Hey, you've taken my pants." I go, "Oh, have I? Sorry." So now I can fit into her clothes. So that's really good. I can fit into teenagers' clothing. But I wake up before my alarm and I feel energised and ready to hit the day running. It's a wonderful feeling. I love it. I'd be lost without Herbalife. I use every single product that's on their range.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing, Lindy. You look fantastic. So looking forward to.
Oh, that photo. I'm glad it's sort of like, yucky.
We'll find another one, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Thank you. So next is my results. So this is me before I just had the girls, and I was very sleep deprived, and I felt quite dull and puffy, like there was no colour left. And so I just found after I had the girls, because they weren't sleeping, how tired I was. Then I just recommitted to my program to get on the weight loss. And I've actually been using Herbalife now for 27 years, but I was able to, beginning of the year, just work on a brand new product result of 9.3 kilos in 9 weeks. So I'm 47 now, and I love the skin. I love the anti-aging and the healthy aging aspects of Herbalife nutrition as well. Definitely the energy and stamina is great around 2 girls. And just a busy life, and I just love what I do, and I love the way it makes me feel, and it's fantastic for your skin. So we're going to finish off with one of my good friends, Jan, who's been on Herbalife Nutrition for over 30 years. So Jan, would you like to share your what's happened to you?
Okay, thanks, Shelley. Yes, actually, it's 33 years now, unbelievably. It's hard to believe. Prior to starting on the Herbalife products, I was quite concerned about my weight, because I do come from a very obese family. My mum was 140 kilos, so was a sister. 3 brothers were all very, very large, very unhealthy, all died early 60s. So I didn't want that to happen for me and my family, to have to go through all that trauma, like looking after my mother, I had to do. Anyway, when I started on the products, it was just amazing. Within a couple of days, what I found that I had extra energy and vitality, because I had been extremely tired, and that was a real plus. I found within a couple of extra weeks, my skin cleared up because it had adult acne, and that was really, really good. And also, I used to have serious migraine, and what I found within a couple of months, using the basic nutrition and one of our extra products, Dong Quai, I found that I no longer had migraines. I haven't had a migraine or headache ever since, so that was absolutely fantastic. But also, to keep my weight under control, I used the product sensibly, did lose 7 kilos, 2 dress sizes, and keep my weight under pretty good control these days, so I'm at the same weight as I was then. But for me, being healthy is extremely important because of my history, and for me, healthy aging is also very important at my age. I am 77, be 78 early next year, so you can understand being healthy at that age is extremely important. And I use every single product Herbalife has, the inside and outside. The skin program is absolutely brilliant. It really does help your skin. I've only ever used Herbalife skin program ever since I started on the products 33 years ago. So every product ever since has been really, really good. I also have a pretty bad back problem. I had falls down the stairs at the supermarket where I used to work. And absolutely the joint support, the Extra Cal, the Dong Quai really, really helps with my back problem. So just totally enjoy these absolute fabulous products.
And do you mind me, Jan, asking how old you are?
77, and I'll be 78 early next year.
Wow, and your skin looks amazing. So definitely.
Maybe because of the products.
Yep, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And look, I know there's some people on the call that are probably thinking, wow, this cures everything. So just letting you know, we don't claim that the products cure anything. It just makes sense that if you provide your body with good nutrition in balance and it can absorb it to the cellular level, it's going to naturally move towards wellness. That's what it's designed to do. So just letting you know that we don't claim to cure anything, but you're going to hear lots of amazing results, what your body can do when it gets what it needs. So just in case you're thinking, well, I don't need to lose weight, that's all very well. That there's, obviously muscle gain, fitness, weight gain, and sport. So if you're more inclined that way, that's what you want to achieve, you can see here that Anthony from Melbourne, he lost weight, but he was able to, get some abs as well. Maybe you want to get back into your bathers for summer. Maybe quite underweight like Victor here and trying to put on some healthy weight. Or maybe you are already fit and at the gym, but you're just looking for that edge with the H24 nutrition. So that can definitely be achieved. And also with the skin, you've heard a lot of people talk about the skin. So yes, it's fantastic for anti-aging and helping with fine lines and puffiness, the lines on our face and neck, acne and things like that as well. And I love that the the Herbalife Skin range is actually designed to get results and guaranteed to get results in 7 days. So that's pretty fantastic. And again, we don't claim to cure anything, but when your body gets all the nutrition it needs in balance and it can be absorbed to the cells, then it's going to move towards wellness. So we're also very excited and proud that we sponsor over 190 athletes and teams worldwide, including Olympic teams. So you can see a few here. We've got Heather Jackson down the bottom here, who's a triathlete. Virat Kohli, who's one of the top cricketers in the world. Close to home, we've got the Western Sydney Wanderers, and yet these people we don't pay them. They actually use Herbalife Nutrition. We sponsor them through that so they can get the best out of their performance and recovery, and they're getting the best nutrition possible for their bodies. And most proudly, we have a nutrition ambassador here, Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was actually using the products through a cousin for a few years before he approached Herbalife because he loved the products, he loved what the company stood for, and he actually approached Herbalife, and now obviously he's one of our nutrition ambassadors and loves the products, and he helped co-develop the CR7 Drive, the hydration product, and he totally believes in it. So we need your help, and if you can answer yes to one or more of these questions, like do you like to help others, are you interested in nutrition, do you like being part of a team, are you a parent or have you been a coach before, or do you like to read? So if you can answer yes to one of these questions, you're the sort of person that we're looking for, or you might know someone like this that could help us with our mission, because we can't do it all ourselves, okay? So to become a wellness coach with Herbalife Nutrition, and some people go, why do I want to do that? Well, guess what? Herbalife Nutrition is the #1 company in the world in healthy meal replacement and protein supplements combined. So why wouldn't you want to be involved with the #1 company in that category? So just to get started, so I'm just having trouble finding the arrow. This is basically some of the steps that we think are very important for you to get started. So #1, to become a wellness coach with Herbalife Nutrition, we want you to experience the products, because it's really important that you believe in the products and you get your own personal results that you can talk from the heart. You want to get an obvious result. So you want to either work on maybe your energy or weight loss, sports and fitness, stress, skin, muscle gain, whatever it is, you want to get your own result and something that you can continue to work on as well. And then you want to commit for 3 months, and not to us, we want you to commit to yourself, because if you commit to yourself, you're not just going to give it a try or see what happens. We want you to, to be focused and to get the best results out of it. So make a 3-month commitment to you, and then become a member with the company, and we can show you how to do that with our international business pack. So we're just going to go through some of the people that I work with right here that are working as a wellness coach and what's happened to them. And it doesn't matter whether it's part-time or full-time, anyone can do this. So Lydia, would you like to come up and share what's happened to you in the business? Oh, I think you're muted. Okay. Can you unmute?
Sorry about that. The phone's overheating, so I had to come outside. Okay. Well, I've got to love Queensland. Okay, guys. So like Shelley just said, it comes down to your own personal results. So because I got that amazing result, in very first week and the second week, I was at a play group and I had 2 girlfriends wanting to know what I was doing. So I guess you could say I came into business very organically. So by the end of that second week, I had 2 of my best friends on the products. And in turn, they got great results, and that my business multiplied basically. And for a very long time, like I said, I had 3 babies. I based my business on referrals, so really giving that rock star follow-up. And so I didn't have to leave the home, so people come to me. And as the kids got older, I was able to walk flies, and I was able to, fill those 4 legs of the table. However, but right at the very beginning, I thought, these products cost a little bit of money. I'm going to become a VIP. I'm going to get that 25% discount. And I just seen the 50% discount, and that's what I wanted to go for. And with a little small group of ladies that I had, I got there very quickly. So my aim right at the very beginning was to pay for my own products and to make $50 a week for myself and my babies, because I was working around a full-time business with my husband as well, a transport business. So I just wanted to do the business very part-time. The first month in business, I paid for all of us to be using the products, because Rick and everybody else wanted to use the products. And I cleared $437 in the very first month. And like I said, it just happened organically on my own product usage and my own product results, and the people that were getting great results around me. So nowadays I bring in an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month month into the family budget, which is, amazing in itself. Who knew that I could work from home, 10 hours a week around 3 children, and that $2,000 to $3,000 a month that pays for our 3 girls in private education. Any mums on the call here tonight, it costs an arm and a leg for after school sports and music lessons and all the rest of it. So my wage pays for that as well. And I will go into the background here. I was able to upgrade my car to the CX-7 2 years ago, and my Herbalife payment pays for that as well. So I just thank God every day for that flower in my letterbox 8 years ago. So thanks, Shelley.
Thank you very much for sharing, Lydia. You're doing an amazing job out in that country town of yours. So now we're on to Irene, who's a really good friend of mine. I've known her for a long time, and they were in Sydney, but they've just moved up to the Sunshine Coast, which is fantastic. So Irene, would you like to share your story?
Absolutely, my privilege. We were both customers first, and that was really all that we planned to do. However, our life changed, and Con lost his job in the recession. And as migrants, we didn't have any family backup, so it was a very scary time. But we knew the products worked, so Con decided that we would do this as a business, and he started to work. And I was really very excited in the 3rd month because he was already back on his previous corporate income. And for me, that was such a relief, because I realized that we didn't have to be afraid anymore. And we continued to work and to build our business, and we have an international business because of our backgrounds, and we just love what we do. We are now in our 70s, and people say, did we come up here to retire? We didn't. We have more energy now than we had when we were in our 40s, and we have a purpose in our life. And as you get older, I think it's so important that you have a purpose in your life. And Herbalife has given us that, and we can make a difference. And to be able to do that just is such an honor and a privilege. Our very best month that we had was $19,000. Our income comes in every month, regardless of what we do. And at this point in time in our life, it is our security that we don't have to be afraid or become a burden on our children. We are totally debt-free. Herbalife did that for us, and we've been with the company now 29 years and have no intention of ever leaving it. We love Herbalife.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to have all that energy in my 70s. It's going to be great.
You will.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing, Irene.
My pleasure.
Okay, so now we've got my story. So when I first got involved in the company, I was 20 years old, and I was living in Adelaide. I was studying architectural drafting and working at Telstra, and I just started looking around for something part-time to do for my boyfriend and I at the time, and I came across this little ad in the paper and rang it and went down and had a look. Had no idea what was going on, but luckily Peter, he said yes. When Merv said, do you see an opportunity? He said yes. So I'm internally grateful that he did that, because it went right over my head. And I was quite homesick away from my family at the time, and I just love being around these crazy, happy people. And it took me about 12 months to kind of get going, but that's okay. They're always patient and go at your pace. Mm-hmm. And I started building up, and basically I was able to build my income up so that I could leave my job at Telstra, because I didn't particularly like it. So I was able to earn over $2,500, and then I just kept building it up. We moved to Queensland, which I've been ever since. And obviously I've had 2 children since then, so now I can do the business around my family. I'm in a country town in Gympie now, and I just love helping my community and doing what I do every single day. It's like the freedom is amazing, because I can choose what I want to do. I get to help people. It's really rewarding. I get to give back, and I get to work on myself every single day. So even just last month, because we actually have 4 areas of income, just in one area of income, our retail profit, I was able to make over $500 profit last week, which is fantastic, around part-time, around everything. And I just absolutely love what I do. So it doesn't matter what your background is, and I love that we've got 4 areas of income, because when I was working at Telstra, I only had 1, and it was just every single week. And after I got paid, it was probably by the next day it was all gone. I'd have to go back to work again. So I just love the flexibility, and like Irene said, I've been paid on time every single month for the last 27 years, and I just love that. So now we've got Lindy, who shared her product testimonial before. So Lindy, did you want to come up and share what's happened to you? I know you've only really just started in the company, so I'm so excited for your future.
Oh, thank you. So am I. It's been a little bit of a difficult journey for me because I've got profoundly disabled twins. So, as much as I wanted to get back into the workforce, their health and their medical and hospital issues really took a bit of a nosedive. So, that meant that I was unable to get out and be more active in the community. So, it was really hard for a while. So, then I was actually one of those people. I actually went to the first training seminar and sat in the back with Mum's folder going, what's wrong with these people? They're jumping around, they're happy. There must be something more than minerals and herbs in all the tablets. There's something wrong with these people. But then, as I got talking to them, they were lovely and there was good intent. And so I thought, well, what a good idea to be able to do something from home, still be able to look after my kids, and then being able to help people, which is my nature as a carer for my kids anyway. So so it's been actually really good. So even though it's now good because I've got some full-time carers for the boys, so I'm able to expand and get out more, whereas I hadn't been for the last year or so. But this last week I made $249.50, and it was a really hard week. So that was, for me, it was around 7 hours and doing 2 individual sales and then a quick start program for somebody. And I make sure that because I have limitations around my kids' needs, I make sure I've got advertising on my car. When I go for a walk, I've got flyers. And these days when you go into a business, they go, can I put your email in a database? I go, sure, here's my business card. So I'm making sure that I find different ways of getting myself out there, because unlike others, I've got different needs that I have to work around at home and while I'm out. So the best thing I like is being out in the hospital with the kids, because then I get to see all the nursing staff, and I just put my flyers everywhere. So, but I think now coming up to Christmas, there's a lot of people wanting to lose weight and getting into clothes and feeling healthier for all those Christmas parties. And then, of course, coming into the new year, those that have perhaps overindulged will be able to help as well. Mm-hmm. So it's good times, yeah. And then because of that, I've been able to take, put some excess money that I saved aside. So Jade and I had a holiday to Bali. That was great. I really enjoyed it. Nice mother-daughter time. And around this time of year, able to get some extra cash to pay towards some Chrissy presents.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Lindy. We're very proud of you. And
thank you.
You're going to be able to add some zeros onto that income very soon.
Absolutely, and couldn't do it without the support of other coaches and mentors and people around too. And going to the trainings is so important because you get the support from everybody else and learn and meet new people, and that gives you the confidence to get out there and do things as well.
Yep, I mean, each of us needs all of us to succeed. You're absolutely right. So, well, thank you very much for sharing, Lindy. And we've got one more story to share, which is Jan, who you heard her product results earlier. And Jan would love to share what's happened to you with the Herbalife business.
Oh, thanks, Shelley. Initially, I was a customer for a couple of years, actually. I had no intentions whatsoever of doing the business because basically I was too shy. I found it very difficult talking to people, and, talking on a telephone, that was sort of a non-event. I was really terrified of a telephone. But anyway, long story short, because of my personal result on the product, it did give me a lot of confidence. And I used to pass on a lot of referrals to my sponsors, because people had noticed the difference in me. And after a period of time, Jennifer and Gary sort of said to me, Jan, look, if I show you, how to look after those people, you can keep the profit for yourself. So it was a bit of encouragement. I did start doing that and learned how to do very, very good follow-up, and I had a lot of repeat referral sort of customers from that, and that got very exciting. And at that point of time, I was working in a supermarket. I just needed something to do, and that was my local supermarket, and I actually had been there for 5 years, but was really looking for some change. Anyway, when I started doing the business part-time around the supermarket, I gradually, over a period of time, got my income to about $600 a week on a regular basis. And then I sort of thought, well, gee, if I don't take a chance on myself, now, I'll never sort of leave the supermarket. So quite apprehensively, I did leave, wondering whether or not I could really do this sort of business or not. But honestly, with the support that Herbalife provides, these sort of calls, the trainings, the Success Training Day, all these sort of events, if you put yourself into those, you will personally grow. And I truly, truly believe that Herbalife has the unique ability of being able to bring out skills and abilities that we don't even know we've got. and help you personally grow and develop. So for me, the journey in Herbalife has been unbelievable. I have to pinch myself sometimes to realise, what has gone on over the last several years. But having security is very important. But what Herbalife provides for you, if you put yourself out there and sort of do the job, Herbalife rewards you extremely well, apart from income. Promotions, attending different holidays. We were awarded 3 beautiful cruises around the Caribbean, island holidays, and I know Con and Irene have been on some of those holidays with us as well. So they really do look after you extremely, extremely well. But it is quite a journey, and like Irene said before as well, it has given me a purpose in life. I do love helping people, and having a purpose as we do mature. I think it is very, very important, because a lot of mature people don't have a purpose, and you can see it in their face. They don't have anything to sort of work towards or sort of do or anything like that. But us Herbalife people certainly have. And for the security, being, 77, security is very, very important these days. And, it does vary from month to month, but on an average, in a 90-day period, is about $46,500. So very, very grateful what Herbalife has provided for security.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jan, for sharing. So you can see there's lots of different backgrounds and ages and personalities, and it doesn't matter. Anyone can do this, whether it's part-time or full-time. And I just love the fact that we have access to 4 areas of income, plus lots of bonuses and vacations, as you've heard. And so I just wanted to say that incomes are achieved on an individual basis, and it's not a guarantee of what you're going to earn. But an average supervisor in our company earns $800 a month in wholesale and royalties, plus retail profit on top of that. So, whether it's just a couple of $100 a month, or you're looking for $5,000 a month or more, we've shown you what's possible and also what's typical in our company. So I think that's us for tonight. So this is kind of decision time. If you've been sitting here and having a listen for the very first time, what would you like to do? And it's always important to make a decision. So would you like to get started on our products? You've had some fantastic results, and we'd love to help you achieve them. Would you like to become a wellness coach and help us with our mission? Because we absolutely need help, and we're very serious about changing the nutritional habits of the world. Would you like to develop a royalty income? So unless you're a singer or you can write a book, you might not ever have access to that, but guess what? Everyone in this company has access to that royalty income. Maybe you want to come to one of the Fit Club sessions or something that's going on in your community, or you might just want to book a wellness evaluation with the person that invited you, so they can start helping you and pinpoint what areas you need help, what program suits you best, and help you get started on your healthy, active lifestyle journey. So I just wanted to thank everyone for sharing tonight. I really appreciate it. I love working with you all. You're like a family. And also to everyone that's listening tonight, please get back to the person who invited you along, and they will definitely be able to help you get started.